Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो हारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live a zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Bhagavad Gita is considered as the essence of the Upanishads. Upanishads are considered as the essence of the Vedas. So you can see how concentrated is Bhagavad Gita. And in this Bhagavad Gita, all the knowledge is borrowed from the Upanishads. And in the 3rd chapter, this word comes, Kena. We are studying Kenopanishad. There Arjuna asked a question to Bhagavan Sri Krishna after having heard about Karma Yoga. He says, Atha kena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaha anichannapi varshneya baladiva niyojitaha. He Varshneya, he Vrishni Kulotpanna, he Bhagavan Sri Krishna, under whose compelling force, although unwilling, we go the wrong way. See how beautiful the question is. Many of us know this is wrong, and yet we do that. So, his question is, under whose compelling force, although unwilling, a person goes the wrong way. In reply to that, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Kama esha krodha eshaha rajo guna samudbhavaha maha ashanaha maha papma viddena mihavairinam. It is desire alias anger. And what is the desire? Maha ashanaha. Desires can never be fulfilled. You fulfill one desire, second is standing in the queue. See? It is heavily raining and you are sitting below a quilt, looking outside, enjoying. Then a desire comes in your mind. So you pass on a message in the house. If we can get a nice cup of tea, what a lovely thing it will be. Poor lady, she has to do the things. So you get a cup of tea, one desire fulfilled. Do you think we keep quiet? Only tea? No pakoda? Then the second desire comes. Pakoda is wanted. You get the pakoda. There is no mirchi at home. So desires can never be fulfilled. Maha ashanaha. And anger is maha papma. When a person is under the influence of anger, he can go to any extent and he is not under his own control. Therefore, desire and anger are labeled as they are the worst enemies in our life. If this is understood, where are the problems? Problems are not outside. All problems are inside. And what is the inside problem? Inside problem is we have limited ourselves with small little structure called as the body and the sense organs and the mind, and with that only we keep living. We have not gone beyond this. See, in another text from Mahabharata, it's a very deep text. One of the mantra comes there. Anyatha santamatmanam anyatha pratipadyate kim tena na krutam papam chorena atma apaharina. We are essentially divine. See, we are essentially divine. Only Vedanta will tell you this, my friends. Papoham papa karmaham, you are neither papa nor papa karma. See? But we get so much influenced by that. And therefore, the teacher says that anyatha santam atmanam, we are essentially divine. But anyatha pratipadyate, we have started mistaking ourselves to be body, and after the body, mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. And the samsara begins. See? Is it not the biggest theft? Kim tena na krutam papam. This is the highest sin. Because chorena atma apaharina. When we take away somebody's things without his knowledge, it is called as a theft. When we take somebody's things with a gun point, it is called as a dacoity. So we are all dacoits. The body we have not created. The body doesn't listen to us. But we are holding on to that I am the body, and the whole samsara begins. Such a condition, one day or the other, leads us to a condition that where from Kenopanishad begins. So Kenopanishad asks the same question. Kene shitam patati preshitam manaha. Arjuna's question was, Atha kena prayuktoyam papam jarati purushaha. So under whose command and compulsion all our faculties like sense organs, mind, intellect, they function. Kindly tell. Now we are already under the influence of the Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas, mind and intellect. And therefore we want to know everything through these faculties. Therefore many times people ask us a question. The question is, have you seen God? They ask us. So I also reply in the same tone. Why should I tell you? No. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was asked by Vivekananda, have you seen God? Therefore I am asking you this question, similar question. I said, you may be Vivekananda, I am not Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Swamiji, please tell. I said, look here, you are asking this question only because you have this notion, whatever is seen by the eyes, that alone is the truth. If you cannot see anything by the eyes, it doesn't exist. Have we seen our mother giving us birth? Have we seen our father becoming our father? See? Then we accept it only under the strength of Shraddha or Bhavana. Therefore, the student asks this question, kindly tell me what it is like. So the teacher says, I can't tell you. Then what it is? Then the teacher says, it is other than the known and the unknown. So now the student has started from the world to the sense organs to the mind. Now he has come to the intellect. Other than the known and the unknown. Now if I ask you to think on this topic, think what is other than the known and the unknown. You have dropped your position. You have dropped your affiliation to any country. You have dropped whatever you are. You have dropped your sense organs. You have dropped your mind. Now where are you? Now you are thinking. What is other than the known and the unknown? Who can take this journey? The one who has the courage, ability and will to drop other things and come closer to our own being. Then we start thinking, Other than the known and the unknown means other than cause and effect. Other than cause and effect is the approach of Vedanta, and everything is God's will is the approach of the devotion. Meaning is the same. In both the cases, there is no place for why. And then the student thinks he has understood. So the teacher says, no, you have not understood. I told you, you can't know it. Na tatra chakshur gacchati na vag mana, etc. Then the teacher says, okay, now you start working on yourself. See? Yan manasana manute yena ahur manomatam tadeva brahmatvam vidhi nedam yadidam upasate. That because of which the mind is functional, but that because of which the mind is functional, it cannot be known by the mind. That is the Brahman, that is the reality, and that you are. He gives 5 different exercises. After that was done, then the student says, yes, I have understood. And he goes to the teacher. I have really understood. Thank you so much. The teacher bangs him. I told you it can't be understood. How you have understood? Then again reflect. Mimamsa mevate. Then the student again sits quiet and again comes back. Now I know. What I know? Yes, I know that it cannot be known. In this manner, he who knows, he alone has known. This is what is the truth. Now tell me, do you know what is the make of this mic? You don't know. Do you know yourself or you do not know yourself? We don't fall in the category of knowledge and ignorance. We don't fall in the category of being and not being. Now this experience, does it involve our sense organs, our mind, our intellect, or somebody's certification, notarized? No. This is the truth. Now this subtle point was brought to us through a story. And the story tells that we all have the same thing what is told in the story. We feel, I have done this, I have done that thing. So when in the war between the Suras and Asuras, the Devata won the war, therefore they were celebrating their victory. And in that celebration, when they were so arrogantly thinking, I have achieved this, so the Lord comes in the form of a most wonderful, attractive person. And then they say, who is this guy standing so fearlessly in front of us? We are the winners. So the god fire Agni Devata goes and he is totally smashed because he says, I can burn anything in the world. But when a blade of grass was given, he could not burn that. He puts his head down, comes back. Then the second arrogant Devata, the Vayu Devata, he goes. And he was told, okay, lift this blade of grass, that he can't do it. He comes back. I don't know who is this guy. And then ultimately Indra, the king of all the gods, goes there to find out who is this. Up to here we have seen till yesterday. Now when Indra goes to find out who is that person who is standing so fearlessly, and the moment he goes there, the Lord Paramatma disappears. See? Up to here, we have to apply that in our life. Fire is the presiding deity of speech. So the truth cannot be known through words. Why? Words will describe like this, like that. It is unlike anything. How can you talk about? See? Suppose somebody has only one son. How he will be introduced? Will he be introduced? He is my first son. Only son. If he is my first son, second question will come. Who is the second? Therefore, that which is one without a second, there are no adjectives possible, cannot be described. Therefore, by speech, the truth cannot be gained. The speech is the organ of action. So, na karmana na prajaya dhanena tyage naike amritatva manashu. Therefore, doing this, doing that, you will not know the truth. Okay. Then Vayu goes, the air goes. So air is the Jnanendriya, the organ of the touch. That also fails. Therefore, neither our Jnanendriyas nor Karmendriyas can operate. Now who is Indra? Indra is the king of all the gods. Who is the king of all our faculties? The mind. And then now the mind takes over. Let me find out what is the truth. And when the mind starts finding out, the truth disappears. Because mind is the truth. Therefore, my friends, real spiritual practice begins when you start minding your mind. We mind everything in this world, but we hardly take any effort to find out as to what this mind is like. And therefore only the questions. Friends, again I'll repeat it. Real spiritual practice begins when you start learning from your every single experience. See? We all dream. Now we are analyzing the dream experience. We all dream. What is our dream? Our dream experience is exactly like that of the VR. You all are having the VR, isn't it? Virtual reality. In that, what is our experience? We are in that whole mess and we start fighting, doing nothing is happening. But our experience is happening outside. Is it happening outside? So like the dream is happening within the mind, but our experience is happening outside. Suppose in the dream some tiger was chasing us and we were running and we fell down. So after we get up from the sleep, still our heart is pumping. Why this? So what is the truth? The truth is everything happens in the mind, nothing happens outside. Therefore, friends, take care of your mind. External things are okay in their own place. Real spiritual practice begins when you are aware of what is happening to your mind. See? And then one day, slowly and steadily, you discover this. Mind expresses as words. Words come from somebody. See, when we sneeze, it is not a word. When we do belching, oh, it is not the physiological onkar. See? So the mind expresses as words. Now if we take this as a principle of spiritual practice, we live in this very much world, but when we stop reacting, commenting on anything that is around us, our mind will not fall down from the status of the mind to the worldly words. And this is what is told through the story. That Tasmin neva akashe striyam ajagama Bahushobhamanam umam haimavatim tagam hovacha kimetal yakshamiti. See? So when our Indra Maharaj, he was standing in front of that space as a Chidakasha, the conscious space. He was standing there and Striyam Ajagama. In that conscious space, Striya, the lady Stri appeared. And who was Stri? She, Bahushobhamanam, extremely wonderfully beautiful. Who was she? Umam. See? Om, Uma, wife of Lord Shiva. Lord is Purusha, Shiva is Purusha, and Uma is Prakriti. So Umam Ajagama Haimavatim. She is the daughter of Himavan. Tagam Hovacha. Now she told, you wanted to know who was that? So she said, Kimedal Yakshamiti. See, who was that? Kindly tell me. Now see what has happened. When we have withdrawn from the Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas, and we are not frustrated, we don't take drinks and drugs, but now we are cool. Where the experience happens. See, you are seeing me. I cannot say you are hearing me. So you are seeing me. Now where the knowledge is happening? Where I am, or the knowledge is happening inside you? And both of them, the knower and the known, must be present in the same mind. And therefore, everything is happening in the mind. One part of the mind is objective, and the second part of the mind is subjective. And therefore, this mind, Indra, when he was finding out who was that, it is like what? If you take a mirror, and in that mirror some sun or some bulb is reflected, what will happen? The mirror does not have the self-effulgence. It is seen in the general light of the sun or the bulb. The mirror is seen. Then there is one spot in that mirror where the bulb is reflected with the light. And from that reflected spot of the bulb, another light comes out. Now between these two lights, which is the real one? Think. The reflected light is dependent on the original light and the quality of the mirror. If the mirror is dusty, reflection will be not very clear. If the mirror is shaky, reflection will not be steady. And if there is no mirror, no reflection. Exactly the same way, Paramatma, Lord Shiva, is illuminating in the general light the whole world, the Pancha Koshas, then Mana Buddhi Chitta Ahankar, and in that it is only the Buddhi where Paramatma reflects as Chidabhasa, and that particular Buddhi where there is Chidabhasa, there somebody is born. That somebody is not the real, he depends, he appears only under some conditions. Now we don't have to do anything. Analyze your experience. A husband and wife constantly fighting. And in that fighting they go to sleep. And when they go to sleep, whether they are husband or wife, who are they? Everything disappears. But they are still there. Exactly the same way. When when this I disappears, he takes over. Now to recognize this, we don't have to do anything. Only analyze your experience. What is the experience? I know myself. Very good. How do you know yourself? Through the sense organs? Do we use the sense organs? Hey, are you there or not? Let me hear whether I am there or not. No. Let me see whether I am there or not. No. Are you there? Let me try to do something whether I am there. No. Then our being is pramana nirapeksha. Do not involve any known means of knowledge. Whether sense organs are functioning, mind is functioning, or intellect is functioning or not. We are independent of all of them. Has anybody ever seen his own eyes? Try to see your own eyes. In one college, when I was talking on this topic, one girl say, I can see. I say, Plaka, very good. Teach me, you are my Guru. How do you see? From her purse she took out a small mirror. She said, I can see my eye. I said, hey, you are awesome, yaar. I could never think of that. Now do one thing. Take out the kajal from your purse and apply that kajal to the eye that you see in the mirror. What you see in the mirror is a reflection, not the original eye. Because we cannot see our eyes, does it mean they don't exist? See, friends, because the truth is beyond the scope of sense organs, mind, intellect, and the karmendriyas, jnanendriyas, does it mean it is not existing? And then again work on yourself. When we talk, I had a good sleep and bad dream, this statement is made by someone who was in the deep sleep, but he was not absent. Who was in the dream, but he was not a dreamer. He was in the waking, but he was not a waker. This is the ultimate truth. And therefore, friends, the teacher says that it is the Shruti Mata alone can tell us what is the truth. And therefore, it is necessary we all have to study scriptures. Without studying scriptures, we cannot achieve anything. Now, in the 4th chapter of this Upanishad, Sa Brahmeti Hovacha Brahmano va etad vijaye mahiyadvam tato haiva vidanchakara Brahmeti. Now, that Shruti Mata, Uma, Haimavati, Himalaya's daughter. So, Tad Vijnanatham Guru Meva Vigachet Samit Panihi Shrotiyam Brahmanishtam. See? Earlier, the students used to go to the Guru in the forest and all that and learn. Now the Gurus come to us through YouTube and yet we don't learn. Who can teach us? See, friend, what is the reason, you know? The reason is we are not hungry. The reason is we have not recognized the value of this. See? Now tell me, any one of us, will you ever do this? Hey, earning money is very difficult, yaar. Therefore, I am not going to earn money. We have got value for money, is it not? So we earn money above the table, below the table, around the table, behind the table. Because we have got value for money. In the same manner, when we will have value for our spiritual life, all your questions and difficulties will disappear. See, friends, that is called a mumukshutva. We have not recognized the value of this thing. Our maximum achievement is what? See, I got a house, I got children, I got grandchildren, everything. Hare Ram, Ram, Ram. Is it only for this purpose we are born? See? Ahara, Nidra, Bhayam, Aithunancha. Eating, sleeping, insecurity and procreation. If this is the only achievement of our life, God will correct his mistake and next life go back to pig and produce children. See, friends, the only purpose of our life is we are such a fit instrument that the divine expresses through us. And for this purpose, we have to discover our own divine nature. So, Sa Brahmeti Hovacha, she told to Indra, means to the mind, it is the reality, the Brahman, and Etad Vijaya Mahiyadvam, it is because of the divine presence you are glorified. See, friends, when we achieve something, we always have that, I have done this thing, I have done thing. And the truth is, we are all able to do something only by His grace. His grace is, unless His presence is there, we have no existence. See? The day we recognize this, then our achievements and failures will not make us arrogant or miserable. Therefore, our happy mantra, There is one word there. Jo thari rahe so mari rahe. Oh Lord, thy will be done, thy will be done. Let us liberate ourselves from the virus of desire. So, tato haiva vidanchakara brahmeti. Then he came to discover it is the Brahman. Now concluding part of this Upanishad. Tasmad va ete devo atitaram iva anyan devan agni vayu indraste enan nedishtam pasprashrute tena hena prathamo vidanchakara brahmeti. Now there were three of them who went to find out who is this God. First of all, the fire, the speech went and he failed. Then the Dhanendriya, Vayu went, he failed. Then the mind went and he discovered. The three things. So, at least the speech, it tried to know the truth, not discuss the worldly things. My friends, whatever may be happening in this world, remember this basic principle. There is nothing new ever has happened in this world. This world has been always like this. See? The other day, one person asked me, when they see various kinds of things happening, Swamiji, why this world is so horrible? I said, who told you world is horrible? I am seeing very beautiful. You are so nice. You are not horrible. No, not that. Everything, so many bad things are happening. I said, okay. Do you think it was not happening early? I don't think it could be worse than today. Very good. Do you think it will never happen worse than this afterwards? No. What worse can be than today? Very good. Earlier you were there? No. Later you will be there? No. Now the world is horrible because you are there. You disappear. The world is most beautiful. Now we talk about terrorism here and there, isn't it? Now tell me, the amount of killing our Hitlerananda Maharaj has done, is it even comparable? We were not that time, therefore we do not even listen about it. We don't get that impact of what has happened to millions of people who were killed in the gas chamber. We don't know. But now something happens somewhere, somebody shot somebody, because we are there. Friends, remember this. This world has always been like this. There is nothing new ever happened in this world. See? And what we do, we must know our area of operation. We have to find out our adhikara kshetra. See, like we have come in this beautiful temple. Now what is my adhikara kshetra? What is my area of operation? I come here, sit here, do my satsang and go away. Do I have any authority and right to talk about what is right and what is wrong? Exactly the same way. Find out what is your position in life. Don't get meddling in the worldly affairs. And if you want to get it, jump fully. See, to talk bad about politicians has become a fashion. You become one of them and then you will see what it is like. Therefore, friends, let us not destroy the peace of our mind by this wrong understanding. So, among them, the first was the speech. It was better. Why it was better? Instead of finding and talking about the world, that speech, Agni Devata wanted to know who am I. Then the second Devata was the Dhanendriya, the organ of touch. That also, instead of running here and there, why don't you find out when you touch an ornament, it is gold. But when we touch the gold, we think of, should I make a necklace out of this? Organ is the same. But what is your perception? Then the mind also went and stood. And what happened? The mind did not give up. Went and stood there. And in that silence, because when there is nobody, to whom will you talk? So in that silence, the divine was revealed. And what are the revelation? It is the Paramatma that was standing in front of you. Meaning, mind is consciousness if the mind is undisturbed. Husband is a man if he is happy. Now what that husband has to do? Kill the wife or divorce. See? So, he has to play his role. Play your role perfectly well, but at the same time, remember you are first a man, and by default you are a man, and by fault you are husband. See, friends, life becomes so simple, but we become extremely serious and make a mess of our life. So, apply your sense organs to know the truth. Apply your actions to withdraw back. Apply your mind to know who you are. This is the spiritual practice. And when this was done, thereafter, the teacher gives the greatness. Tasmadva indro atitaram iva anyan devan sahenan nidishtan pasparsha sahenat prathamo vidanchakara brahmeti. Now among the three, the karmendriya, speech, jnanendriya, the touch, and the mind, among the three, Indra was the one who came to discover the truth. And therefore, what should be your spiritual practice? First spiritual practice, keep your mouth shut. Don't take it lightly. It is the most important spiritual practice. When there is a need, do talk. But when there is no need to talk. Like a poultry farm. Have you gone to some poultry farm? Once I went somewhere in Coimbatore, I think. My friend has a big poultry farm. So I entered that shed, thousands of birds, and I simply stood quiet. And birds will come and see who is new. So I was pecking. And when that bird pecked my foot, I just moved, bapre. The whole thing, See? In the same manner, we just want a little bit and then we start bombarding. Friends, start these two things as your sincere spiritual practice. Before we talk to others, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary? Has anybody asked us? Is it important to tell? Is the other person interested or not? Ask this question to yourself. My friends, I guarantee you, without going into depression, you will learn how to be silent without depression. Depression is withdrawal. Vairagya is also withdrawal. Depression is the disease. Dispassion is the health. Because dispassion is the product of wisdom and depression is the product of frustration. See? Therefore, the speech withdrew from the world and started wanting to know who is Paramatma. See, like when they were doing Rudri in our Purusha Sukta, I remember we have been doing it for many years. Now since I started becoming a vagabond, running around the world, slowly, all those mantras were erased from my mind. So some of them come and go. And therefore, if you have to talk, start chanting. Yesterday also I told you, remember Vishnu Sahasranam. chant it. So all the khujli of your tongue will be taken care of. You know what is the khujli? Khujli, when you khujlao, you never suffer. You enjoy. The other sufferer, stop yaar. He's bleeding. Oh, it's bleeding. Oh, I didn't realize. See, friends, slowly and steadily you will withdraw. Unnecessary talking is not necessary. Second thing, we are working on the mind, not on the person. Remember, we are working on the mind. When we go to the doctor doesn't work on his brother, father, mother, husband, wife. He is working on the patient. We are all patients. See? So we are working on the mind. Mind is the patient. It can't keep quiet. Keep on caw. So first this. Second thing, we talk to ourselves. See? Now try these two things. Unless it is utterly necessary, no need to talk. Then stop talking to yourself. Mind will be slowly withdrawing from the world and merge in the pure consciousness. This is what we do. When we go to sleep, what happens? We withdraw from somebody. I am rich, I am poor, I am happy, I am unhappy, I am lucky, I am unlucky, slowly, and we come to ultimately to only I. So what we have done before we enter the sleep, we have discarded all the burden that we were carrying unnecessarily. And ultimately, even this I, who wanted to sleep, even he is dropped. When this I is dropped, the sleep begins. And therefore, what happens to this I? He merges with the totality. Because mind is consciousness. And it is something like when we go to sleep, we plug our phone to the mains, it gets fully charged. Next day, we can use it for WhatsApp whole day. See? In the same manner, when we go to sleep, we are one with the divine, get fully charged. Therefore, after sleeping for 8 hours, can we say, come on yaar, I was sleeping for 8 hours, damn tired. No, why? Because you are fully charged. But that full charge we discard, destroy by wool gathering. You know what is wool gathering? When you get out of the sleep but not out of the bed. That lag period, you keep on all unwanted rubbish. And all the energy that you have gathered by sleep is all discarded. Therefore, friends, Mauna is the highest spiritual practice. And this is internal. Not talking to somebody, not talking to ourselves. External. See? External is, you cannot do anything to the world. You can only stop reacting. Dekho suno mat bolo. Then one day, by God's grace, you will come to discover we are nobody. In deep sleep, who are we? Mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, American, Indian, rich, poor, educated, overeducated? Nothing. And because we are nobody in the deep sleep, we are happy. So what is real spiritual gain? Spiritual practice is not getting something, but forgetting everything. Don't carry the burden of your past. There is nobody in this world who did not have good or bad past. When these things are sincerely worked upon, then, as Upanishad says, among other devatas, the Karmendriya, Jnanendriya, the mind, Indra was the superior most because he alone came to discover that I am reality, Aham Brahmasmi. Be attentive. When the husband is tired of his wife, what sadhana he has to do to know that he is the husband? Does he have to do this pranayam? Does he have to do the shirshasana? Does he have to give the charity? Has to go to the temple? No. Only recognize that essentially you are a man and optionally you are husband. Tell me what sadhana will you do? But what happens the other way around? We take husband as real and man as optional. Again and again, focus attention on this understanding. So, pratamo vidanchakara brahmeti. Now, how is that experience like? Tasesha adesha yadetad vidyuto vidyutada iti anyam ishada iti adhidaivatam. Now, this experience is like what? It is not happening slowly. Like, many people ask. One lady in Delhi probably asked me, Swamiji, don't quote my example and don't make fun of me. I said, Mama, there is no need to make fun of you. You are sufficiently funny. How far I have come in realization? So I said, stand there, don't move. They are looking, घुटने tak, only up to the knees. You have to grow further. Friends, in infinite, there are no fractions. Either you know or you don't know. I think 70-80% I am realize. No. Either you know or you don't know. See? Therefore, how is this experience? It is like the lightning. Lightning happens. See, friends, this experience happens. Don't struggle. See, in Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, Bhagavan says, Stitva syam antakalepi brahma nirvana murchati. Even if this experience happens just 1 second before the body is dropped, you are done with. See, friends, it just happens. It is not made. It happens. See? And our sadhana is, we want nothing to the extent we don't want even God realization. See? This experience of ours can be 24/7. We are not doing anything. We are not understanding. See? All the experiences, everything happens only in the mind. Nothing happens outside. These two minds do not know each other. It is I who knows them. When this I is not available, knowledge cannot take place. And therefore, who is this I? This is what we have to recognize. So when we thus recognize, this is so simple, friends. Work it on again and again, except while driving. When I go, normally I sit in the front seat. And there my spiritual experiments begin. So when you are looking at the road, the lines, what is our experience? The road is running in the opposite direction. This is our experience. Now analyze. Is the road running or the car running? Even if you know it is the car running, not the road that is running, and yet look, what will be your experience? It will continue to the same experience because you are holding on to that conditioning of the movement of the car. No, but when I know the road is not running in the opposite direction, why this is seen? Because you are in that conditioning. So what is to be done? Now, from the running car, jump out. You will come to realize. Arey yaar, what was told was the same. In the same manner, when we are holding on to the conditioning, the car, and what is our conditioning? Ahankar. Till such time you hold on to this ahankar, you will continue to suffer in life. The only way is get out of it. And it can be possible when you drop the limitations which we are holding as achievement in life. Tyagene ke amrutatva manasho. So, how it happens, it just happens. Don't worry when, why, what for. See, one person asked me in probably Vrindavan or somewhere, Swamiji, yes, when will I have Bhagwan Krishna's darshan? I said, okay, let us do experiment. What? Imagine I am Bhagwan Krishna. Okay, then look at me, what next? How long will you look at me? Tukur. After some time you say, I think I should have a cup of tea. See, friends, remember, any experience which begins and ends is the trick of the mind. That which has never begun, never modified, never concluded, that is the truth. Body has a date of birth, body is modifying, body becomes old, body dies. We are the same. Whether you want or you don't want, you are divine. Jabardasti, Anji. Jabardasti. Scriptures never condemn us that you are a sinner. No, you are divine. So this is one way of explaining, and the second way the teacher gives another one. That is also very beautiful explanation. Athadhyatmam yadetat gacchati vachamanaha anena cha etat upasmarati abhishtam sankalpaha. Now, other one. Atha adhyatmam. Now, focus attention on your mind. What is that? Yada etat gacchati vachamanaha. When your mind is peeping out through the structural eye, the vision happens. If the mind cannot come out of your structural eye, where the vision has gone, and what has happened to the mind? Will the mind die if you close the eyes? And when you open the eyes, is the vision born? When you close the eyes, is the vision dead? No, it is manifestation and manifestation, manifestation and manifestation. Identification with the body, manifested. I am man, woman, young, old. Further, I am husband, wife, brother, father, sister, mother. Then you withdraw from them. So like them, when you close the eyes, mind withdraws. There is no loss to the mind. Whether the sense organs are functional or not, in the same manner, when we drop all our conditionings, our relations, frustration, everything, you drop slowly. You continue to be, in simple words, that which supports the absence of everything is the eternal presence. Is it not our experience? Bhagavad Gita, remember this 15th shloka of 15th chapter. That is the crux of the whole scriptural authority. Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishta. Once I was explaining this verse, and in that, just to make it light for the people to understand, I say, see, Bhagwan says, Sarvasya chaham. For everybody, like chaham in tea. Like everybody likes tea, I am also liked by everybody. When I said like this thing, one Gambhirananda was there. He says, Swamiji, how can you be like this thing? When Bhagwan was there, where was the tea? I said, were you there? No, I was not there. I said, I was there. How come? Do you know how many wives Bhagwan Krishna had? Yes, 16,108. Do you know where from 16,100 wives were? They were from Guwahati, Assam. Now imagine, whose so many wives are from Assam, will he be saved from taking tea? Not only he was taking tea, he was bathing in the tea. Sarvasya chaham mrudi sannivishta. Relax, man, relax. So, sarvasya chaham mrudi sannivishta. I am a common denominator in everything and being. And mattaha, I alone support smruti, dream, jnanam, waking, apohanam, deep sleep, chakara, samadhi. I alone support all of them. And therefore, sarvaihi vedaihi aham eva vedyaha. Vedyaha means worthy of knowing. What is worthy of knowing in this world? As to who am I? See, friends, do you know who is the president of Cambodia? Don't know. Does it make any difference? See? Do you know what is cooked in my house today? You don't know. Does it make any difference? What difference is made is, do you know yourself or not? We have to know ourselves. All other things can wait. My friends, this can be our last life if you are committed. Otherwise, the same thing. I'll tell you one example. Where Indore it happened, there was one family, a grandson was born. And these grandmothers are terrible, I tell you. So she was all the time telling the mother of that child, you don't know anything, I will do everything, I will do everything. And everything the child's things were done by the grandmother. He was sleeping with the grandmother 3 months, 4 months, 3, 4, 5, 7 years, not leaving the grandmother. Not only that, he was dictating her. Don't put on that sari, I don't like it. Don't talk to that man, he is not good. She started getting frustrated. Why this child is talking to me like this? So they did some puja poti, went to some Panditji, showed all the papers. And he said, this child is your past husband. And then she started thinking and understanding all the likes and dislikes and the dictation that her husband, dead one, was doing. Exactly the grandchild is doing the same thing. See, friends, get out of this mess. How long will you continue? There was one child born in Pune. You know, Pune is special for everything. Abnormal Pune is there. So, when he was born, and a nurse took him out and wrapped properly, and because he is a Puneri child, he started talking. And he asked, what is there for breakfast? So the nurse was surprised. She said, Uppit. Oh God, again Pune. Because a Puneri will be born again in Pune. You have to stop your mind carrying any impressions on your mind. Erase and dissolve. See, friends. So, athadhyatman gacchati vacha manaha. Manaha anena cha etat upasmarati bhakshan sankalpaha. When the mind goes back in our own being, then we recognize that we are not somebody, but we are nobody. See? But then slowly, we are given name, form, and then we take that name and form as real. See? One child somewhere, a Gujarati, in Kerala, I was with them. So I asked the child, I said, hey Gujju, what's your name? He said, I am not a Gujju. Then who are you? I am a Lohana Kachi. Kachi means underwear. I said, can you tie the Kachi? No, mommy does it for me. Oh, good. Do you know what is the meaning of Lohana? I don't know. But who are you? Lohana Kachi. See, my friends, we carry that burden throughout our life. And that is why Punarapi Jananam Punarapi Maranam. Therefore, remain as nobody. And to remain as nobody, again come back to square one, stop talking to others. Because when we talk to others, we talk about our past or their past. See? When we were children, that time, who asked you? The oldies like me, they don't understand. People are interested in their future. And we have no future. Now what future I got? So what will I talk? I will talk all the time about the past. When we were children, see my friends, stop that. See, one old man has a 98 not out. He is so much in demand in his family, everybody wants him. They fight to get time from him. He requires somebody to hold him and take here and there. The reason is, he is a retired judge of a high court. And with the children, he is like a child. With the serious people, he can explain. Everywhere, he is a fit. And we are a misfit everywhere. See, friends, therefore, this mind should not be allowed to get entangled in these worldly things. Come back. Now, tadvanam nama iti upasitavyam saya evam veda vedabhihi hainam sarvani bhutani samvanchanti. Now, tadvanam nama upasita. Now, this is the one. Upasana means going closer. Upas doesn't mean not taking food regular, but eating sabudana khichdi. That is not upas. Upavasa, go closer to your own being. That is upavas. See? So, tadvanam nama iti upasitavyam. Discover that. See, English. Tadvanam nama, one. Hold on to that one. What is one? Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi, when you inquire what is one, you will come to know there are so many things, so many beings. From that you come back, there are only 5 sense organs. You come back, there is only one mind. Come back, there is only I. Come back, there is only life. Come back, there is only consciousness. Come back. And when we are all only one, who will talk to whom? When we talk to ourselves, what we do? We raise a question, we answer a question. If we say like that, I am going to, but if it is like that, we only create questions, we only answer. You know where I learned this thing? I keep on going on so many airports. So I am alone, no commandalu with me. So I just sit till the gate is announced. So I sit there and watch. Many times somebody is alone, single. What is he doing? He's talking to himself. See? Therefore, iti upasita. Discover your essential self. Then what will happen? Sarvani bhutani enam samvanchati. Such a Mahatma is liked by everybody. See? Like a flower with a fragrance doesn't go from house to house. The people go. See, friends. Therefore, Never do good. You be good. Your goodness will spread naturally. Because what is our understanding of doing good to others? Suppose I am a teetotaler. Why suppose? I am a teetotaler. So what is that I have to do? Or I will think of doing, nobody should drink in this world. Let them drink. Why you worry about them? We have no authority to improve others. Accept them as it is. Then only we are walking the spiritual path. After having said this thing, now the teacher was asked by the student, Upanishadam bho bruhi iti yukta te Upanishad brahmi vavate Upanishad abrumeti. The student says, hey, Guru Maharaj, kindly tell me Upanishad. Come on, yaar, I told you Upanishad only. What else have I? I am not telling you a story of a movie. This is not the meaning. He meant how this Upanishadic knowledge can become our essential nature. Friends, if you take technically speaking, Brahma Vidya Shabdena Upanishad Uchchate. Upanishad, when you say you are taking Brahma Vidya. And Brahma and Vidya, they are not two. See, Brahma hi Vidya and Vidya hi Brahma, and that we are. Therefore, the meaning of the word Veda is our being. That is the meaning of the Veda. And therefore, Apaurushaya, uncreated. Now, Tasya tapodama karmeti pratishtha Veda sarvangani satyam ayatanam. So if we really want to attain fulfillment and life, these are the things. First, tapaha. Tapas is discover your self-confidence. Why tapas is done? You observe, I won't take food for so many days. And you start, I don't think I can, I drop it. Do it 2-3 times, you will lose confidence. I can't do it. No. Tapas is discover your self-confidence. You can. Then Dhamma, perfect control over organs of action and perception. 2 in 1 is tongue. Eating and talking. If this one tongue we control, we have taken a big leap on the spiritual path. Then karmeti. Get yourself involved in your obligation and don't carry the burden of any regrets. Then Veda Sarvangani. And the foundation is the Vedas and all the things which are told in the Seva. And Satyamayatanam. And hold on to the truth as the only ultimate in our life. All other things will come and go. Yova etameva veda apatya papmanam anante sarge loke je pratishtati. In this manner, whosoever he may be, he who thus discovers his essential nature and discard the papi, the notion that I am a jiva, etc., he attains perfection and is liberated while he is very much in this body. He doesn't dare to wait for the death of the body to know the truth. With this, we conclude our Kenopanishad. What I can suggest, although you have not asked, listen to these talks every day. Same talk morning and evening. It is on the YouTube. Slowly and steadily, this knowledge will be lifted from the YouTube to your mind, from your mind to your heart, and from your heart it will flow like love for everybody. Give it a try and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.